Well, hello, Sagittarius. This is Miss Joan of Miss Joan's Tarot on the Hill. And, of course, it is Lady J of Lady J's Tarot Readings, which I know you don't know, but here you are. For half of my followers have never seen me like this. The other half have seen me only like this. So I'm welcoming the old followers, so to speak, the uninitiated followers. There we go. I am in my outdoor space, so there will be outdoor noises like cars going by. Cue the outdoor noises. I am here. I am doing my readings in my tent at a Ren fair, which is where I'm doing these things. I'm excited to share this with everybody because it's such an interesting and wonderful thing that I'm doing now, and it brings joy to my life. So if I met you here, awesome. If I didn't, well, then now you know where I've been and what I've been doing. I have all new decks this month, so I want you to just be open to the possibilities. I have this new Crystal Ally cards, the Evolution Edition. We're going to pull a stone for the month. This card will guide us through the entire month. It will be visible, and it's going to be our one card for the month, right? So let's see. Right. So now we'll set this aside. And Sagittarius, we have water. So isn't that interesting, right? Because you're a fire sign, but water is the card you got. And we're talking about how staying fluid, staying flexible in that moment. What's interesting is the guiding message from our spirit guides for all 12 signs speaks plainly of walking through the doorway and remaining flexible, okay? So we're all walking through doorways, we're all starting new things, and we're being flexible in the moment because we really, really want to not, if you get rigid, you won't fit, right? You won't fit through the door if you're all rigid and pokey. All right, so relax, stay fluid, and be prepared for all the different ways that this water will take place in yourself in the month of December. Okay, it is of course one of part of the Sagittarius time is December. So hey, happy birthday to all my Sages, and of course the specific message for you only from my spirit was discipline. Interesting, right? We want you to stay on point. We want you to remember to use discipline with others if necessary, because that's the key. Like boundaries, right? So it's good. We like that. And all the cards are pre-programmed, so we will get into it. I'm using the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck from John Holland. And then we'll be using the Psychic Tarot of the Heart for the Heart from John Holland also for the clarifications, right? So excellent. Let's go ahead and lay out the overview for December. We will have 4 columns again for the 4 weeks. So not everything is changing, right? Just saying. And then after the 4 columns, we'll have the 3 rows, right? So let's look at what's coming. Oh, this is cool. I like it. All right, perfect. So let's go ahead and look at what's going on for the month. We're going to do the overview first, of course, and then we'll go in deep on the first week, as is our usual routine. December 3rd through the 9th is where we're starting. We have a firm foundation. This is very good. So you are creating a foundation in the first week of December. We want you to focus in on that as sort of like the plan for the month is to create a good foundation for whatever it is you're working on. Okay. Don't let yourself be distracted from everything, what's going on around you. This card here shows this triangle on this really strong guy's back, right? So it's showing us where the foundation is at the base of the back. just above the butt. And when you have a proper foundation, you can build anything, right? If there are holes, nothing will work. So be clear about what you're doing and how you're doing it, and making sure that everything is good and right and proper. All right. The next card down is where you're blocked. It shows that prosperity begins, and that's blocked right now. So until that foundation is right, you aren't ready to plant anything. You're not ready to grow anything. You're not ready to start anything. So work on the foundation, and then you can start anything else. Okay. Until whether it's, even if it's an exercise program, you want to just start at the beginning. Don't go jumping to the middle or jumping to the end because you like those exercises better. Start at the beginning so that you will build the foundation up and be ready to go from there. All right. It's good for you. This is going to be great. And we're looking at the sacral chakra as your solution. So it's all tied up in your third chakra, right? Your third chakra speaks, to my knowledge, other people have it doing all different sort of things. There's second chakra. Sorry, my brain. Sacral chakra is all about sexual organs. It's about creativity, manifestation. So it's important for you to stay in those places while you're working on your firm foundation. This is a really good one to help create a good foundation. So I'm very excited for you to stay there, think it through, come through with it. And let's talk now about the 10th through the 16th of December. Deception and envy. All right. So even though you're at the beginning of your situation, you may be looking at somebody else who's further along the line. And that's okay. But don't let it affect you. Deception and envy. You may be wanting to be further along than you are. And certainly we all want to be at the finish line. We all want to be perfect. We all want to be rich and famous and didn't have to do the work to get there. But that when you're in the in-between times, it sucks. It can be difficult and it's hard, but we have to work through that, right? So one of the words on this card is deception. So being envious of what's happening around you, you might be being deceived anyway. So the version that you're looking at of somebody else's win could be, you can't see all the work they went through to get there, right? So you haven't seen all the things they gave up to get to that place. So just sort of be where you are and be okay with where you are. All right. Interesting that where you're blocked is solitude. Solitude tells me it's not a good time to be alone. All right, Sag, get out there, be with people. Even if you're feeling funky and a little jelly about somebody else, it's okay to be jelly. It's just work through it. Get to the other side of it. This is the solar plexus chakra as your solution. Talking about that third one. Hey, you're working your way up. I like that. So last week we were on the second chakra. Now we're on the third chakra. And the third chakra is all about memories and what the memories from our childhood and our growing up time that have an influence over, or even at our adolescence and other, well, not adolescence, we're moving beyond that. So our young adulthood, and how it applies to our deception and envy, right? So we want to take the memories of where we've been and how we got here, and then look at it and say, okay, here we are. This is where we are, and that's okay. We learned a lot of lessons back then. We can apply them now, and that's cool. And yes, one step at a time, we move forward. And that's the story of what this whole week is going to be about, is just getting to a place of acceptance that one step at a time we move forward. And we're exactly where we need to be, right? We don't want to be further ahead without having gone through what we need to understand how to deal with that when we get there. It's weird, isn't it? So let's talk about the next week over, the 17th through the 23rd. We have spiritual union. Oh, that's nice. You are going to be on the same wavelength as another human being. That's wonderful. So you're going to be seeing eye to eye, mind to mind, spirit to spirit with another person. It could feel like a love connection. It could just be like oh my God, you're your sister from another mister or a brother from another mother. Whatever that is, that connection is super important. It feels soul to soul. It feels really, really good. Nurture that. It's okay to nurture that and feel like, oh my God, I'm not walking this walk all by myself anymore. Huzzah! We love that. So now you feel that connection, right? Allow that union to nurture you, because there will be another area of your life at the same time that feels like conflict and defeat. It feels like it, but we're not going to let that dominate, okay? We don't want to let that thought dominate, so we're going to release it. Yay! This is a block, right? So the conflict and defeat vibes are blocked. You aren't allowed to feel conflicted or defeated in this moment. It's not working out. It will block you to be conflicted and defeated. So we want to move forward, move through that, allow it to be what it is. All right. We're going to get more information about that because it's interesting to see that. It shows people in the background running away as if they're the ones who inflicted something upon you. The other part of this card is he's about to fall down the stairs, basically stumbling down the stairs towards a candle, which shows him truly moving towards the light, and I like that very much. But he does look defeated, and because all of this is a blocked experience, I can't see it being... you're not allowed to go into this dark space with this spiritual union happening. So the spiritual union is overpowering the conflict and defeat, which is going to be a tug of war between the two at that time. But, of course, our solution: movement, choices, and decisions. You have options. You have doorways opening for you. This is very Seven of the Cups kind of vibage. Options and possibilities are presenting for you, and I want you to embrace the possibilities because it's fun. There's growth in all of these opportunities. Some of them will be financial, some of them will be spiritual, some of them will be relationship oriented, and money oriented. So keep your eyes open for all the doors, and pay attention to this. Conflict and defeat is blocking you, but how can it win with all this good stuff happening, right? So that's the 17th through the 23rd, and we're going to get deeper on that later. The 24th through the 30th, we are looking at sacrifice. Sacrifice is here. Christmas time. It's the week of Christmas, so it may be your personal time, your personal space. This lady, this is a great card. This lady is here. She has got all the clouds shaped like beautiful flowers behind her, and she is in a state of empowerment. She is not sad. She is not upset. She is glowing, as a matter of fact, as she does what she needs to do, because the sacrifice doesn't feel like a bad thing or an uncomfortable thing. This is her doing what she wants to do and doing it great, right? So she is going to be whatever the sacrifice is will not be traumatizing by any means. It will be something that will, it's like, oh, you need me to go to Tahiti to take care of whatever? Okay. Perfect. Okay. I'll sacrifice my time to go to Tahiti. Bummer. So yes, it's going to be a very pleasant experience as you sacrifice that situation. Be open to the possibilities. We talked about doorways, movement, choices, and decisions. Huzzah! Now then, universe is where we're blocked. Okay, the universe is this fantastical collection, a cloud of amazing, beautiful light and stars and things, looking to become the big. It looks like a galaxy, a universe all itself, and this is. I feel like the only reason it's blocking us is that it's just so much. And we can only take so much at one time, Sag. So don't try and collect the entire universe in your arms. It's not possible. Enjoy what's in front of you. Do the thing that's in front of you. Enjoy the thing that's in front of you. And if you're sacrificing anything, it's just all the everything, because you can't do it all at once, right? So you have to do what's in front of you only. And the solution, of course, is to embrace your power. You have quite a lot of power. When you embrace it, you can make all kinds of awesome things happen. We're excited to see you do that, Sag. All right? So you're going to embrace your power and take on, do the sacrifice, embrace your power, and the universe can't stop you. Sorry, it just can't. All right? So let's go ahead and save these cards for later. As I like to come back to them and do the other videos, subsequent videos, I like to call them. And they don't slide as well on this table, but it's working out. All right. Nice. So then we can go in deeper on the first week of December, the 3rd through the 9th. I have this pre-programmed deck. I haven't told you about it. It's the Alleyman's Tarot. I kid you not, there's 175 different cards in the deck. They are not by the same artist. They're all from different decks. So it's a compilation deck, which is super cool because there's like 150 different tarot card decks with one card missing. Ha! Actually, they printed extras. So this deck is all kinds of crazy and mixed up and fabulous. So the story is never quite the same. And who wants that anyway? I really wanted the challenge, but I also really wanted to open us up to more. And along with the traditional cards and more of them, there are many towers, there are many devils, there are many deaths. Please don't be alarmed. Everything is working out just as it should. I have pre-programmed these cards to accommodate what we're doing here. So we will talk about them as they come up. They're pretty amazing, I'm not going to lie. In future videos, we might get more up close so you can see them more closely because they're pretty bitchin'. Just saying. And let's talk about what's happening here, all right? So, this first week of December, the 3rd through the 9th, we talked about having a firm foundation and wanting to have a solid home base, a solid work base, a solid everything base. And it really speaks to our physical base. So if you're not working out or you were thinking about working out, it's a good time to start. Because it's about creating a good solid foundation for our bodies and our health. And remember to start at the beginning, not in the middle or the end. This card here is the Night Owl. So I'm going to show it to you the way it comes. He's such a big, beautiful thing right here like that. And he's really telling me that you can see things that you didn't normally see right now. Things that were hidden are coming to light, okay? Be open to your night vision, so to speak. I like the intuition that comes out of this as well, so be aware of that and be clear. Now, the Four of Wands is also here, which is super cool when I look at it, because the truth is that we were talking about a firm foundation. Well, this is a foundation of ideas as well. So your foundation of ideas is also very strong. We like that very much. There's a triangle on this card that reiterates the triangle on this card. Excellent. Love that. Everything's working here very nicely in balance. Be aware that as you do what you do and things come to light for you, it'll only make you stronger. Okay, so I like that very much for you. Excellent. Now, where we're blocked, we talked about not being able to start real new things like relationships in this moment. Prosperity begins is not happening. So you're not going to be able to plant new seeds or anything like that. This is about the proper foundation first, right? This is a page of this is a page. So we're going to say that this page here is speaking about wanting you to get more information, but information is blocked in some cases. So obviously the obvious information that you were looking for will only be found at night in the dark shadows, right? So you're going to be looking for things that are hidden, not for things in the open. The things in the open are blocked, all right? And the Three of Wands is also blocked. You remembering things from your past, memories of lessons from your past, you're a little blocked there. So it's not going to be as easy for you to approach things with a good, solid base of knowledge and understanding. Interesting how much stuff you're looking for right now. You found a lot of good stuff and are building a nice foundation. I like that. So we're there, but new information is being blocked. Starting new things and your memories are blocked. So, eeks. Try and get it together, okay, guys? The solution right now, we're talking about the sacral chakra, which is, of course, your base chakra, your second chakra, creativity. We want to let your creativity flow. If you do that, it'll help a lot, okay? And this here's the Five of Pentacles. It doesn't look like the Five of Pentacles, but it's totally the Five of Pentacles, okay? So just know that we're needing to take care of our finances and pay attention, maybe get a little advice on our finances. And I think that it will help you tremendously to make better decisions, okay? Be creative in your decisions and what you're choosing. And if you can, now that you have an idea that your memories are bit blocked, now you know you can try and apply them, okay? Get that information, get that hidden information, all right? The Ten of Cups is showing up as family gathering. So there will be family gathering this week, and that's really cool. There will be joy, there will be love, there will be happiness in this particular week. That's the 3rd through the 9th. So let the happy begin. Let the happy be. That's very cool. I like to see that for you. I know that it's probably it's part of your solution to be stepping into that situation and be, the solution is creativity, advice, and of course, love from your family. All right. And your foundation is strong in mind and body. Love that. Along with your psychic vision. So excellent. Good for you. Wonderful. Love these cards. I'm going to go ahead and add a little more information to a couple of them, and we'll see where we get to. This is a pre-programmed psychic tarot of the heart, right? And we will go ahead and get new information about, I'm going to go ahead and get some about, like, one for the night owl, one for this page, who's a little elusive right now, I'm not going to lie. And one for the sacral chakra. Here comes a car. And there you go. That's what that's like. So, the night owl is being clarified by moving on. All right. So it speaks to me of getting a nice firm foundation of body and mind, and the things that are in the shadows that you are aware of now are going to help you move on. They're going to help you move forward, because whatever they are, they're only clarifying that it doesn't matter as much as you thought it did. We talked about being blocked from starting much of things because the prosperity begins is blocked. You have a page showing up. The page is bringing you news that will help you release things, or maybe it's telling you that releasing things is blocked right now. Interesting. Prosperity is blocked and release is here. So pay attention to what that is and how that comes across. If you can do a release that will help you get to prosperity beginning, that'd be great. But normally, even a release would be blocked. So sorry about that. Remembering your lessons from your past, always a good choice. And of course, we had the second chakra here, your creativity coming to move. And this card here is called Confront. And it's saying that you're going to be talking to your inner child and letting your inner child have it, what for and plenty of. Maybe you're not as happy about who your past self was, and that's part of why you're blocking your lessons from your past while you're building your foundation. So as we talk to our inner selves, or our past selves, try to be more gentle, because we're still affecting ourselves. The idea is to protect and appreciate why they made those choices and why we want to make better choices now, and how maybe we didn't do the right things for ourselves back then. We didn't protect ourselves. But maybe we weren't in a position to do so anyway. So with all the choices we made, we've had opportunities now to grow and understand things from a different point of view. We can reparent our child selves, okay? And I would rather you reparent, or you did have discipline as your key. So maybe if you need to discipline your child self so that you can move forward, then that might be the key for you, Sag. Yikes. It's going to be what it is. Don't be alarmed. You know best what you need to do, all right? But there's an option there for discipline to be part of what you do with your child self. And if it helps your child self grow, feel protected in some way, then so be it. All right. Remember that you're going to finish, part of your solution is family love. So the 10 of Cups is here to say, yeah, you're going to be loved and appreciated and cared about by family, and there will be hugs and love. So embrace the possibilities, be open to that, and indeed, it's going to be great. Okay? Excellent. I love this for you. Yay. Very good news. Love this. Okay, and let's talk about, yes, liking and subscribing. Please do so now if you haven't already. I appreciate you for coming this far into the video. So awesome. And of course, comment below if this is something that is just a little too much or you want more of it. Let me know. If you put the words in the bottom, then I will be able to respond, or at least experience a knowledge of what you would like. And then I can go from there. All right. Look forward to seeing you next week for the 10th through the 16th. Thank you, Sag.